Welcome. This video is over how to write equations or write two-step equations from problem situations. Before we do that, let's look at our number routine about how to solve for x. So here is x right there. I need to isolate x. Any suggestion or strategies on how to isolate x? Well, I need to do the inverse operation of +1 with -1. I do it on the other side because I'm balancing it on the other side. So this is zero pair, so it cancels out. Simplify it. 1/2 x is equal to -12. What is the inverse operation of divide 2? It is times 2. Another way to say it is times 2 over 1 times 2, or 2 over 1. So what happens here is this cancels out. It becomes 1 whole, or 1x, or just x. And what is -12 times 2? -24. And that is our how to solve for x. So here I did the reciprocal of 1/2 to 2 over 1, and I multiply it. All right, from our previous lesson, we did distributive property. So if you had a model, this says, how would you say this in word form? 3 groups of x minus 2. 3 groups of x minus 2. 3 groups of x minus 2. Or you could have written it this way. You could have written x minus 2, 3 groups. So it would be 3x's minus 6 equals 3. Or you could use the distributive arrow like I shortcut. Oops, that's overextended a little too much. What is 3 groups of x? 3x minus, what's 3 groups of 2? 6. So what is the inverse operation of minus 6 plus 6? Oh, didn't say to solve it. So looking at the model, how could we rewrite the equation? 3x minus 6 equals 3. All right, now in this one, they want you to simplify and solve for x. What is 2 groups of x plus 3? 2 groups of x plus 3, or you could do it this way. It is 2x plus 6 equals 10. So what is the inverse? So I need to isolate x. I'm solving for x. What is the inverse operation of plus 6 minus 6? Minus 6 just cancels. So this because of 0 pairs. So this leaves us as 2x equals 4. So here is 2x equals 4. I need to divide, I have 4 positive. I need to divide them among the 2 x's. Simplify again, x equals 2. All right, let's practice some more. Let's practice 3 and 4. So you can kind of draw this, but really not draw it. So let's use a distributed arrow. What is 3/4 groups of n? 3/4 n plus 3/4 times 4 equals 9. So 3/4 n plus, and what is 3/4 times 4? How can you rewrite 4 as a fraction? 4 over 1. So what's 3 times 4? 12 fourth equals 9. Or 3/4, and let's simplify this. What's 12/4? Or how many 4s go in 12? 3 equals 9. Now let's solve for n. What is the inverse operation of plus 3? Minus 3. Don't forget to balance it on the other side. Cancel, because it's 0 pair. So it's 3/4 n equals 6. Now, I need to solve for n. In a previous video, we talked about reciprocal. I need to divide both sides by 3/4. When you're dividing by a fraction, you're really multiplying by the reciprocal. So what's the reciprocal of 3/4? 4/3. 4/3. This becomes 12/12, or 1 whole. So it becomes 1n, or n. What is 6 groups of 4 third? That's 24 third or 8. If you still do not understand what I did, let's show you the true mathematics of what I did. I divide both sides by 3/4. Divide by 3/4. This is 1 whole. So it's 1n equals 6 divided by 3/4. What is another way to solve 6 divided by 3/4? How can I rewrite that as a multiplication? I multiply by its reciprocal. That's why you have 6 times 4 third right here. So that's why we just say we multiply by its reciprocal. Let's clean this up. Let's do another example of that. So we have 2/5 d minus 2/5 groups of 10 equals -6. So we have 2/5 d minus, let's rewrite this as a fraction, so that'd be 25th equals -6. Let's simplify this again. 2/5 d minus 4 equals -6. So let's solve for d. How can I isolate d? What's the inverse of -4? +4, so I add 4 to both sides. This cancels. So 2/5 d equals -2. So I need to solve for d. So I need to divide by 2/5. What is the reciprocal of 2/5? 5 halves. 5 halves. This becomes 1 whole. That's 1d equals. And what is -2 over 1 times 5 halves? It is -10 halves, or d equals -5. So in writing equation, you're given a story problem. With using the information, you're able to create a two-step equation from it. Toya had her birthday party at the movie. It cost $27 for pizza and $8.50 per friend for the movie ticket. So we don't know how many friends are going. Write and solve an equation to determine the number of friends Toya had at the party if she spent exactly $78. So first of all, she spent $27 on pizza. And it costs how much? How much did each movie ticket cost? $8.50 times the number of friends she had. So I'm going to use F for the friends, and it equals $78. Whoops. So let's write it as an equation. So our variable is F equal the number of friends. Let's go back here again. I think I skipped some steps. I need to do in words. So it is pizza plus 850 times the number of friends equal the total spent. So how much pizza cost? How much was the pizza cost? $27. Plus 850 times the number of friends. What variable did I want to use for number of friends? Letter F equals the total spent. I spent $78. So it's 27 plus 850F equals $78. Now it says let's solve this. It's time to solve this two-step equation. What is the inverse operation? I need to isolate F. So I need to, inverse of 27 is -27. This 0 pairs out, so it's 850F equals 78 minus 27 is 51. So I need to isolate F. What's the inverse operation of multiply? Divide. So I need to divide by 850. How many of you remember how to divide by decimal? Let's use a different pen color. I don't know about you, but I don't like working with dividing by decimals. So I moved the decimal 1, 2, so that's 850. Move this 2, 1, 2, that's 5100. So in other words, I turn 51 divided by $8.50 into, I multiply by the power of 100 to become whole numbers. So what's 5100 divided by 850? 850 can go in 5. No. Can it go in 1? No. Can it go in 0? No. So how many 850 is going to 5100? Let's say 4. I really don't know. 20. That's 3600. Let's say 6. That's 30 carried to 3, 48. Oh, it is exactly 6 friends. So let F equal the number of friends. So the answer is 6. Sarita wants to buy CDs that cost $14 and a DVD that costs $23. She has $65. Write and solve an equation to determine how many CDs can she buy. She wants to buy some CDs. Do we know exactly how many CDs she wants to buy? No, we don't. So, but we do know each one costs $14 per CD. So it's $14 for each CD. Let's use C for CD. Plus, she bought a DVD for $23. The total she spent was $65. So this is our equation. Let's solve for this. What's the inverse operation of plus 23? Minus 23. This 0 pairs out. Let's simplify it. 65 minus 23 is 42. What's the inverse of multiply? Divide. This cancels out. The 0, that becomes 1 whole. C equals, what's 42 divided by 14? It goes in 14 times 3, I believe. So she buys 3 CDs. Let's check her work. She buys 3 CDs. Each one costs $14. 14 plus 14 plus 14. Then she buys a $23 DVD. If you add this up, it adds up to $65. So I did do it correctly. Number 3, our last one. Cristiano is saving money to buy a bike that costs $189. He's already saved $99 so far. He plans on saving $10 each week. In how many weeks will he have enough money to buy the bike? Write and solve an equation to find out how many weeks. So the bike costs how much? $189. That's the total price he needs. He already has $99. He's going to save plus, so he has $99 plus, he's going to save $10 each week. Does it tell us the number of weeks? No. So what variable do you want to use? W. So $99 plus $10 times the number of weeks. So let's solve this. I subtract the inverse of 99 is minus 99 because I want to isolate. This 0 pairs out. Let's simplify. 189 minus 99 is 90. Divide by 10, divide by 10. W equals 9 weeks. To check your work, $189. It saves $10 each week. For 9 weeks, that's $90. Okay, let's do it again. He already saved 90. Sorry, need water. He saved $99 so far, and he saved for 9 weeks, and each week he saves $10, $90. So that's why it's $189. So what we did is we looked at our story problems and we wrote it as a 2-step equation, and then we solved it.